Hello, everyone. This is Crisis 169 coming to you live in living color with a new video here. It's going to be, something in the past here, something in the past where it's, we're going to talk about G4, you know, Tech TV, the channel that was the rise and fall of it, American TV channel. What really happened to it? You know what? What was G4 for like youngsters out there don't understand? G4, or what was called way before called Tech TV, was was a gaming only channel for gamers. Of course, I was out of high school in 2000, so I was still a teenager in a sense, but I wasn't a teenager with and I wasn't a young teenager, but I was a teen with a job, so you know that what they were going for is teenagers with jobs. They wanted to bring a bunch of games to the masses and give people the chance to actually young people to see E3 and so they can market to the kids and teenagers so they can go bug their parents with the latest hottest games and tech accessories, Xboxes, PlayStation 3s, etc. So on and so on. Um, and that what Tech TV was. Tech TV was actually, for all purposes, a channel designed for the companies to sell a product to a bunch of teenagers and adults. Uh, you know, the average gamer is like 31 years old. This is back about around 10, 20 years ago. They said that the average gamer is around 30 to 35. The average gamer. And of course, back in the time, you still had teenagers like me, who young scrubs like me, running around who had odd jobs to scrape together, buy a Dreamcast or buy a GameCube, buy some games. And I always watched, G4 because the X Play is pretty cool. Morgan Webb was pretty hot, and I get that one. And Adam Sandler was pretty cool. Adam Sandler was pretty cool. And the Attack of the Show was great, and he had all these great shows on them. Uh, it just did not under and after a couple years after it came out, I understand where they were going with it. About 5 years, 10 years after they got it, started with it, they started doing stupid things with it. Putting cops on there, putting stupid things that nothing to do on there. Um, but G4 was owned by NBC Universal and owned by Dish Network, but it was started by Comcast. Comcast started G4 or Tech TV. It's called Tech TV before. You had great shows like the Screensavers, Cheats. Of course, Attack of the Show came on later. X Play came on later. You had like the first 24 hours of Pong being shown. Then you had many things after that, game shows after that. They talked about games, talked about video game, gaming culture for the teenagers and young adults of the world, of this country anyway. And and of course, Microsoft and Sony, Nintendo, and even Sega for a while there. Of course, it's not Sega, but you know what I mean. They all shown an uptick in revenue because you put stuff on on the gaming channel, people go out and buy it. People eat it up. Like back in the '90s. You put you put a turtle in a in a red bandana or a guy in a in a Power Ranger suit, you know, colorful, and kids ate it up, and that's the way it was with games back in the late '90s and early 2000s, even to this day. Um, it is understandable that it was a good channel, but it didn't last forever. And why didn't it last forever? What was the biggest problem that caused G4 Tech TV, we don't call it, to go down the toilet? Is the advent of a thing called YouTube. YouTube became the death nail for a lot of gaming shows. There's a lot of gaming shows channels that came out there in the '90s. I remember when we had cable, we had a lot of shows coming on different nights. Late nights mostly, and some were risque, but some were from a gaming. Uh, and you had your bad actors, stuff like that, and and your bad acting, and those late night shows. When you got to G4, you seemed like people or Tech TV channel, it seemed like you know what, this channel is actually pretty decent. People are not corny and stupid. They're actually talking about something that we actually respect. And that would grow a whole generation of people to run home at 6 o'clock or 5:30 and watch, X Play at 5 and 5:30, and stay to watch maybe screensavers at 6. My older brother, we love the screensavers. We saw an episode where they ran a computer on nothing more than just liquid hydrogen, poured it into a foam cup, and poured it into a little chamber, and the computer came on. This is a craft that I thought was very cool. It had a little science there, but also had technology there. It was very interesting. But like all things, it came to an end. And now on December 31st, 2014, they pulled the plug. They stopped showing games, started showing Esquire Network, because they were showing cops and Afghanistan bomb squad stuff anyway. A couple years before they shut it down, they just got off total track. They just lost their way and got off. Why they did it, I have no clue. But I guarantee you, YouTube was the biggest culprit of all. Because a lot of programmers like Alpha Omega Sin, Chris Futek USA, Angry Joe Show. Um, Even the angry video game nerd probably were watching G4, or maybe even worked for the company. We don't know, because a lot of these guys have a lot of passion for gaming. I mean, we don't know what they've done in their previous life before going on YouTube. And me personally, I was never a creator. I know I'm a small time creator. I create very little small stuff. I'm not a big guy like that. So I don't, because I have a full time job and I work. I just do this for a passion, for something else to do. Nothing else to do at time. But I will do one thing though. G4, it surely missed, but it should have been killed off probably about 2012. Because when they started showing cops, reruns of cops, and reruns of bomb squad stuff, it should have been gone in 2012. It shouldn't have waited 2014. It should have been, closed down a long time ago. And that they stopped, they stopped caring about X Play and stopped getting rid of all the other game shows, you know, gaming shows, talking about games. And it just became really stupid. It just did not understand why. But at the end of the day, you can't really blame anybody for it, because it does happen. Things happen like that. You know, it's something that you have to understand that, it was a great channel. And Tech TV closed around 2004, 2005, and G4 replaced it. And that was the downfall of the channel. And I just think me personally, that when people, even to this day, my age bracket, mention G4, Tech TV, we're like, oh, wow, bring it back in the past, or back in time, a simpler time in life where you didn't have to worry about bills and rent and car payments and stupid crap, and you just play games. Now, hell, and I wish I was 10 years younger. I can tell myself to, go to school and you go to college and you finish college more. Or, no, don't go here, go somewhere else. You know what I mean? But no, we all wish we had that type of go back in time and tell ourselves something different. But I don't regret my life. I just don't, understand how a channel that great can explode until I started researching it. And throughout the last 4.5 years, I realized I came to the conclusion that it fell apart because as things become new, they become old. As technology grows, with example, the Xbox One X, it's already outdated by today's standards. When it launched about a year or so ago, 2 years ago, it became outdated, and G4 became outdated. In 2006, when YouTube started, the whole landscape changed. People knew that YouTube was cheaper to produce on. You didn't have to pay, Comcast and Charter and DirecTV and Dish Network for all this stuff. You just go on YouTube, and then companies like Activision, for example, would pay creators money to say, yeah, Call of Duty's great. Even though it's the same thing, that same game under a new name. But that's that's nature of the beast, and that's why it fell apart. That's why G4 is no longer with us. And it's a good thing too, because G4 was a good channel at first, but after a while, it started going really stupid, and it became just cop reruns and really it became like every other old geezer channel out there, and had the same old garbage that we watched, and they just flooded it with stupid crap, and it killed the channel. And in December 31st, New Year's Eve, of all things, 2014, they finally killed it, and that was it. Well, that's all I got right now, guys. That's what my brief rise and fall of G4 Teck TV, G4 Teck TV. Yes, I am playing Gears of War and Gears 5. I downloaded last night. I'm not going to spend $2 more on Ultimate to play a game that I'm going to play anyway. I have 6 months of Game Pass anyway, so I don't really care. So I'm gonna play it, and I'll give you my review on it. I'm playing Super Fuzzy Tail, or Fairy, so we call it, Tail game right now, and it's interesting. It's interesting to see an Xbox game with actually a platformer on it, and not just some you know Call of Duty Halo clone. So it seems to be different. Um, Super Fuzzy Tail, or whatever you call the game. I played that a little bit, and it is interesting, pretty fun. Not really challenging for me, but then again, it's so fun. But Gears 5 is pretty cool. It go back to the roots. I'm playing on expert, so I'm playing the highest that I can go, because insane I'll get mauled in insane mode. Um, but yeah, guys, that's what I have right now. What I've been doing. This is one of those out here. I have this channel. I'll throw this thing out here so you guys can see it and view it. If you want more information about G4 or anything I've talked about in the past companies, just type in their name in Google, go to Wikipedia, and read about it. And you might be amazed at what you see, or you might be bored with what you see, or you might be bored of what you see. Depends on who you are. If you like to read stuff, you might enjoy it. If you like to read stuff, you might be bored. But also, you can go on to on your Xbox, PlayStation, go on YouTube, type in G4 Rise and Fall, and it'll show you all about the rise and fall of G4 on YouTube. It's a very interesting documentary. I highly recommend you watching it. You can watch too about Target. You can watch about Kmart and Toys R Us rise and fall. Many good documentaries on YouTube by by a lot of them. It's many good creators that do a great job, of telling the story of the company that they're talking about. And but yeah, guys, that's what I gotta say. Peace, love. See you guys later. Thanks for watching. Peace out.